Namo Radhikaya Priya Sri Srimad Bhakti-Vedanta Narayana Sri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Audarya Madhurya Gunai Sayutam Varam Varenyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tam Rasa Namam Tridandinam Bhakta Shiromanim Cha Sri Krishna Padam Hridai Kavri Chaitanya Leela Sara Saram Narayanam Tam Satatam Prapadye Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Sri Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama Ram Hare. Let me offer millions of obeisance to Gurudev. Upanaga Guru Varga Nama Nishta Santani. Present cash future Vaishnava. Tavad Dandavat. Now, Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Krupa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo. Jai Jai Shri Gurudev Ki Jai Guru Padma Guru Parampara Ki Jai Jai. No, you can sit there. It is cold there. No problem. So today is 8th February. So 10th is Saturday, our Gurudev's appearance day. Then Bhakti Gaurav Vaikanath Goswami Maharaj, his disappearance day. Then actually 7th was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was Bhakti-Vedanta Trivikram Maharaj disappearance day. Then 14th February is Vasanta Panchami, Sri Vishnu Priya Devi Avirbhava appearance day, Saraswati Puja, Srila Pundarik Vidyanidhi, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunandan Thakur appearance day, Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur's disappearance day. Then 16th is Advaita Saptami. We have to do like Ekadashi. Then Madhvacharya's appearance day, 18th. Ramanujacharya's disappearance day, 19th. One day difference. 20th is Baimi Ekadashi. 21st is Varaha Dwadasi. 22 is Nityananda Trayodasi. So like that. Then 27th or Param Gurudev's appearance day. Then 29th is Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's appearance day. Then 6th March is Vijay Ekadasi. 9th is Shiva Chaturdasi. That day also we have to do like Ekadasi. Shiva Chaturdasi. Then 20th March is Navadip Dham Parikrama beginning. 25th is Gaur Purnima. So February is very amazing, very, very amazing. So yesterday was disappearance day of Trivikram Goswami. Appearance day. Of course, we appearance and no disappearance and no difference. Um, Vaman Maharaj, Trivikram Maharaj, and Gurudev. There were three like in one Atma, three body like that. Wow, they were so harmonious together. And there were so many times, many uh, arguments between them. The whole idea is to bring out the tattva, you know. Um, you will tell, so it is amazing. Of course, nowadays that thing is not there. Um, like he will take position of Krishna. Krishna is supreme. Our Gurudev will take, no, Radharani is supreme. So, and then Param Gurudev sometime, or Vaman Maharaj is the judge. You know. So, it was amazing, you know. One time, remember one time, like Krishna, even though his color is like we say rain color, right? Uh, Blue is dark. Now Radharani is gold. Now, one time in after Radharani disappeared from the uh, Rasa Leela, she disappeared. Then Krishna searching for her, and then he came to Vrindavan. We go on the parikrama place. Uh, Imlitala. Imlitala meaning there is old tamarind tree used to be there. Very old. Now there is also tamarind tree, but planted. When they try to cut, blood came out apparently. The dried up wood is still there, Vrindavan. Imlitala on the parikrama. Near Rupa Sanatana Gaudiya Maharaj. So there he was sitting, thinking, and was so much thinking, he changed the color, became Radharani's color. Actually, Param Gurudev, Gaudiya Vaishnava, Krishna is that if Krishna is thinking of so deeply of Radha, that is what very uh, desirable, very, brings happiness to them. That's why um, in our temples, actually anywhere in India, our Param Gurudev is the one who started making the deities Krishna. Before that, he was always that. When he was asked reason for this is what he said. The Krishna we worship is the one who is always immersed in thinking of Radha. So now, so Param,
Hare Krishna, I don't know, Shukura, you're muted.
So, near Navadvip Parikrama, Samudraghat, when we go there, uh, Champakat, Champat, that is the place where Jaydev Goswami, Bhajan Kuti, long time. So, there the king, he was a devotee of Krishna, and Bhima came there to defeat him. Who can defeat Bhima, right? But the king was thinking, he wanted to go to have darshan of Krishna. He's also a devotee of Krishna. huh? But he had taken a vow that he will not leave Navadvip. But he wants to have darshan of Krishna. So the king decided, best way is I will fight with Bhima such a way that he has to think of, he will about to get defeated, then he will think of Krishna, Krishna will come, then I will have his darshan. So his idea, right? So he started with that. See, when he to have a darshan of Krishna and fighting will be very difficult, you know, because you're thinking Krishna and then fighting, it will become very difficult to defeat. So Bhima is fighting and then gradually looks like he's losing. Then Bhima is crying, oh Krishna, what is this? If I lose, it will be shame on Pandava. Please. Then Krishna came there. But he is not visible to Bhima. He is visible to King Samudraghat. Samudraghat prayed and then he was very happy. And then he surrendered, to the Bhima. He invited treated him well, and then Bhima went away. So, and also Krishna appeared as also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu later, and then blessed him. So sooner I was going to come. Uh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So now the argument there, when devotees go, is who is the best devotee of Krishna? Is Bhima or this king? The argument. So it is very nice. Each one giving, Siddhanta. So it is very relatable. So that kind of a thing. Um, so anyway, it's amazing. And also he was very outspoken. He was our Gurudev actually. He recalls one incident. One time he was responsible, but wherever they go for preaching, Trivikram Maharaj was responsible for arranging some show. It's amazing. Even those days they called it diorama, descriptions. Wow. In terms of 50s and 60s, amazing. Um, that's why in Gaudiya Math, different places we go, we have these pictures depicting the pastimes of the Lord and the tattva. So they used to do that. And That time, Gurudev's responsibility was carry that. For some reason, it was not there, forgotten like that. So, Gurudev told Trivikram Maharaj, I have forgotten, now what to do. Don't worry, I will handle it. Yeah. Then when Paramgurudev was asking, he said, it's going to, there are a lot of clouds, this and that, you may not have time to show this. Oh, that's so, okay. So, like that, there's so much amazing, relationship and then harmony among the three, amazing. So, we definitely miss association. And we pray at his lotus feet. Um, he was fearless, he would take his fearless. Um, Another pastime I heard about him is amazing. See, there was some reason, there was money kept in his name in a bank. So when our Gurudev was building this Rupa Sanatana Gaudiya Math, of course Gurudev is not asking, he came to know, no, that money is simply there in the bank. What is it? Should be used in the service, Vaishnavas, Vaishnava. So saying he went there. And so many years later, then somehow he managed to convince the bank that he is this person. Then they asked, what are you doing? Now I'm a sadhu, then why? No, this should be used. Otherwise, what will happen? It will be sitting in the bank, and then eventually it goes to the bank or the government, not to the bank. So it should be used in the service. So he fought it with the system, whatever needed, um, and then gave all that money to Gurudev to build that temple. So like that is engaging everything in the service. Um, Amazing personality. So by hearing these pastimes, you will understand his personality. Um, Maya Dish, Maya Vash, Ishvara Jiva Bhed. Then um, in India, there is something, what is going on. Um, so we should understand that. See, Vigraha Tattva and Puja. Uh, see, Param Gurudev is telling, when we say Sri Vigraha, what does it mean? It is transcendental, eternal form. So, those devotees of the Lord, uh, they accept this form of the Lord. So, but there are people who will not accept the form for the Lord. But if you analyze the Shastra, wherever they say Nirakara, meaning no form, you cannot uh, have a clear understanding or a grip on that. because there is no form. Uh, if you say anybody, oh, he has no form, then how we can think of or feel it? So, but if you say there is a form, there is no lack of proof or you know understanding or feeling for that. So in the Western world, it's called cause and effect theory. Karya Karanavada, cause and effect, right? So it shows that means in the cause there is effect. Uh, uh. So if Lord has no form, if, if the whole world is created by Him, it has a form. Then if He has no form, how it is possible present in His creation? Because cause and effect, right? In the effect, there is a presence of the cause, is it not? Uh, you understand what I'm saying? Cause and effect, right? So in the effect, we see the fingerprint of the cause, cause, right? So now in this world, we see form everywhere. Have you come across anything that has no form? Anything? No. Everybody agrees on that. Everything has a form. You might say, wait a minute, um, you know, air we breathe in has no form. But if you look at microscope or other things, we can see it there. With our blunt eyes, lens, we may not see it. But microscope, telescope, it is there. Even electron as a form. So, and we understand created by the Lord, everything is. Right? So in the creation there is form. How there cannot be form in the creator? You understand? In the effect, whatever is there, it should be in the cause also. So like that. Uh, Darshanika. Now, we have to be very strong on this because there is things going on in this world. Out of nothing, everything has been created. Shunya se sab kuch srishti. So Vedanta, it's not, world is an accident. See, this is the thing, Big Bang theory, this, wow. But I feel really, I don't know when they will finish this soon, very quickly. Because this is what I've come to the understanding. 99.9999999% we don't understand, we don't see, we don't hear. What we see, what we understand, what we hear is 0.0001%. Very insignificant, but still we think, oh, I know this, I know that. So this is the foolishness, utter foolishness. This is what Param Gurudev is establishing. So he is also very intelligent. He's saying when they say nirakara, without akara, without form, actually it is telling, it is pointing to the transcendental form of the Lord. You know, but how is telling? Um, uh, so how is telling? Ni, akara, nirakara. You understand? Akara, ni, akara. Huh? Nirakara, ni, upasarga. Huh? When you add the ni to the akara, to the form, it becomes nirakara. Huh? So, so what does it mean? That vastu is there. Whatever object is there, only with that object, respect to that object, the negative thing is spoken, not there. If that object is not at all there, then how can you say it is not there? Not you cannot use the word. See? You understand? You give an example how to do that. Suppose there is a person, called Rama. Take anybody. Huh? No, Rama is taking example. Rama is not in the home. They say. Rama is not in the home. So from this we understand that Rama is not in the home. Okay, see, he went to somebody's house and they are asking, is Rama is there in the home? They say he's not here. So what does it mean? He has gone out somewhere, or will come later. But suppose if he is not there at all, are you going to go and ask, is Rama there? You understand? So because at that present he is not there, that's why he is not there. Not is being used, Rama. It doesn't mean Rama does not exist at all. You get it? So that's why if the object is not there at all, that not cannot be used. Huh? So what does it mean? In this, the way is not as a form, but not like this, our material form. Understand? Chinmaya, transcendental, but not this material form. So that not is used, yes, in what respect? Not the way we speak. We have limitations. Like today I was giving an example, you take water. Water is, looks like clean, give a bottle of water or a cup of water. Oh yeah, it's clean. What does it mean, cleaning? We don't see any moving elements in it, or dust, or whatever visible to us, right? Then we consider it as clean. You might be ready to drink that water, right? Suppose you same water you see through a microscope. You will see this as a clean water. You will see bacteria, this, that moving around. Right. After that, are you going to drink that water? Most of the people say no, right? When they see wiggling thing, then, So, but from one perspective, it was clean water, but in another perspective, it is not. You understand? But if you perspective, in this, what we are seeing, if it says it's not clean, you know, you have to justify it. Why you are saying not clean. Understand? Because if you look at microscope, you will not see. So same way, Lord has no form, meaning not that he has no form. He has no material form. He has a spiritual form. If Lord is what? Sarvatra Sarva. One who is everywhere all the time. Right? One who is there everywhere all the time. So if it is material, how uh, how we can see? How we can? They will give an example. Coconut tree. Coconut tree, we understand, coconut does not fall on anybody's head. It's proven. Okay. So, but that means it is having eyes, seeing backside, everything. Now, if I want to see my backside, what? I have to turn around. See? Like this, like this. You think the coconut tree will turn around like this? Ah, or it is growing up, or it has to go like this. Can you do like this? No. It is growing, but still it's not going to fall. That means what? It must have an eye such that it is able to see all around, up and down same time. Can it be physical eye the way we see? No. It has to be something. Yeah. So it should be somewhere. No. So like that, one who is everywhere all the time, that means is beyond the space and time. You know. So we are limited by the space and time. Lord is not. It doesn't mean that he is an amazing form, spiritual form, transcendental form, which we cannot comprehend. That's what. So, arupavat eva hi pradhanatvat. So, arupavat, uh, uh, meaning, uh, the transcendental. Two contrary things cannot meet together. Uh, Nasato vidyate bhavo, nabhavo vidyate. So, so that's why this, but Lord, out of kindness, that's why out of kindness, He appears as a in the Vigraha form, so that we can see, we can accept our seva, and we feel, closeness. That's what the experience in Ayodhya. I went there. Everybody was, wow, it's attracting so many people, lakhs of 100,000 people average a day, since it's opening. So why is attracting? Once Pratistapana done. Pratistapana. So Shastra, accordingly, it has done. Of course, our Acharya says only a Mukta Purusha, a real, a liberated soul can, we can establish a temple or deities, and that is worship of Allah. And that's called is Archa Avatara. Lord, Archa Avatara. Archa Avatara. Uh, Meaning that Lord has appeared like so many avatars, right? Uh, He has come in the form of Nam Avatara, Acha Avatara. Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surya Diviva Chakshura Tatham. So this Shastra is also there. Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti is seeing everywhere all the time. So uh, in the presence of sun, how things become visible. Same way, uh, same way, devotees see him everywhere. Um, so this, of course, the Jaiva Dharma clearly establishes, like we say, Lord is bigger than the biggest. So how big? Wow, how big? Beyond we can think of. Same time is also smaller than the smallest. How small? Our eyes cannot, microscope cannot. Not like that. Electron is small, smaller than this. All right. But is smaller than the smallest, bigger than the biggest same time. How we can conceive? Tell me. See? That is achintya. No? We cannot comprehend. Simultaneously. That's why to by his kindness, mercy has appeared as Vigraha for us to accept. So that we progress. So progress meaning what? Our attachment to this world will diminish. This mundane world. Prahlad Maharaj Prarthana. Oh Lord, make my mind, not attached to the things of this world. Only Tiva Nam Rupa. Make my consciousness completely immersed in you, not in this world. Make me, my mind, free from fear. Let me not grip, affected by the fear of others, or let me not cause fear in others. Both have to go together. Nobody should feel fear because of me, and also I should not feel fear because of others. Both have to be. So that quality will be developed by worshipping the Supreme Lord. Like Prahlad, So we have many places like in Jagannath Puri, Sakshi Gopal, Tirachora Gopal, Gopal stole here for Madhavendra Puri. Sakshi Gopal came, walked all the way to give witness. I was the witness for this word that Brahmana gave. Like that. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that's why he said, Pratima nahi tumi, Sakshat Brajendra Nanda. Vipra lagi kar tumi, Akarya karan. So, we are not a Pratima, not a deity. Sakshat Brajendra Nanda. Otherwise, how we go and give evidence, Sakshi, for that Brahmana. One time, I remember there was one story. They, there was a dispute, okay, and this person in the court went to the lawyer. Who is the evidence? Who is the witness, right? People, in court, there is a witness. You need a witness. He said, Lord Venkateshwara. you know, Srinivas, right? Tirupati, Lord Venkateshwara. The judge said, okay, send him a notice to present. Next time, hearing, Lord should be present to give evidence. So he was given a notice. And anyway, they read the notice to the deity. So, Lord, you have been asked to present. So, apparently, they were asking, Lord, how are you going to the witness? Yes. Sound came. Yes, I was the witness. He gave evidence like this. So court accepted that. So to the extent we have faith, Etam mam prapadante tam tasaiva bhajamyaham. If you have strong faith in him, understand bhakti, he will manifest. So if our faith is there, it can move. So these pastimes are there uh, to increase our faith. Um, you could one निमिष गौरावती की जय हो जय हो, बोलो। So when we say no forum, the fulfillment of having no forum means what? Lord has no this material forum, but he has a transcendental forum. So here there is a difference between deha dehi, body, and the holder of this body. Aprakrit akar. There is no difference in him. So that's why we can understand this. We have to hear through we have to see through the ear. Um, amazing. Now this today is question and answer, right? You have any questions?
Yes, Guru, they will present now.
How do we give our Ekadasi credits to our family members if they are ill? Ekadasi book mentioned a man did it for his brother by putting some water on the floor. How does it work exactly? If a family friend would like to help, could we also ask the friend to observe Ekadasi and give the credit to the sick family member? Would that create entangled karma that needs to be paid back in the future? Ah, hmm. See, Ekadasi is a transcendental thing. Okay? Ah, you can glorify so much, no end to Ekadasi. So it can solve all the problems, material problems, spiritual, bhakti janani, huh? Punya Swarupini. Ekadasi is a spiritual, okay? Ekadasi Devi is uh, Swarupa Shakti of the Lord, huh? Not ordinary. So when we please huh? Lord is pleased, supremely pleased. We become most dear to the Lord. I was telling today, not dear, just dear, not very dear, most dear. Simple reason is in a house, so somebody, daughter or son is there, parents are there. If the parent telling for the welfare of the child, spiritual welfare of the child, okay, let's be very clear about it. And if the child follows it, the parents will become very happy, extremely happy. On the other hand, if the children says, "Oh, mother, father, we don't like your instruction, but I will give you $1,000 or $100, $1,000, whatever rupee." You think parents will be happy? No. No amount of anything material will not happy. But if they follow what they are saying for their spiritual welfare, they'll be very happy. What children can give? See, what does Lord wants? You think He wants gold from us? Everything is made by Him. Everything is created by Him. He is the owner of unlimited Brahma, everything created by Him. So is there anything in this world that we can give and then impress Him upon Him? Everything is already Him, belongs to Him. What we can give? You understand? So how to please Him such that if we just listen to what He says, what He is telling? Nothing. On the Ekadasi day, please cooperate with me, He said. I'm going to come to clean you because you cannot clean. You assist me. Assist meaning what? Not assisting in cleaning, no. So we don't mess up. We don't add extra mess. We don't add garbage on that day. Be quiet. Chant His name. That's it. So much better. Because He's so pleased. If we keep quiet, chant on that day, He'll be so pleased. For our welfare, what He is getting. You understand? So, so that fruit He can offer it to others. Then it is like doing themselves. God is very kind. Suppose you have two children in the home. The parents are there. If the elder son begs the parents, please have mercy on him. No, he is naughty. They will please, wow, see, this son is taking care, is worried about his brother or sister. You understand? No? They will be more pleased. We help him. That's why Prahlad Maharaj, says, what is his prayer? Oh Lord, let the whole world be auspicious. Let everyone be, for everyone there will be auspiciousness. Let every jiva, what should they do? They should think of welfare of others. I should not be thinking of welfare of myself. I should be thinking of welfare of others. So if everybody thinking of welfare of others, where is the question of court, police, this and that? You remember? You know, argument. Because whatever I do is for the welfare of others, then Lord will be very pleased with it. Take an example of a mango tree. What does mango tree? Mango tree give fruits, right? You think during the fruit season, mango trees think, wow, I have so many fruits. Let me eat one. Oh, in the night time, nobody is there. So middle of the night, I eat one. Does it do like that? No. Completely dedicates all the mango and gives shade. And the birds nesting. You think it will complain, hey bird, go away from my tree. You think it will complain or it will lodge a police complaint? No. But so much tolerance. You go and take a knife or something, cut the tree. You think any complaint, making loud noise? No. Resist. But now you eat some rice, wheat, something right. How many paddy? You remember paddy? Grew up, gave flower, then became seeds, right? Paddy seeds. Then it gave up his life. It became dry, so people cut it. They husk, they harvested it, made a rice, right? So for one meal, myself, how much grains I took it? How many grains? Maybe 1,000 grains. Suppose, even if you assume one paddy gives you 100 grains, 1,000 grains we eat for lunch or dinner. That means 10 plants gave life for my meal. Understand? Am I thinking about that? See, you look around, everything is for the welfare of others, except man. Cows give so much milk. You think it's going to drink its own milk? It's giving for the calf. And even you think more, it gives you more than the calf can take, right? For others, you know. So, it is amazing. The bacteria in our body, we have 100 trillion cells, but scientists say we have 1,000 trillion cells bacteria in our body. If a man is about 40, 50 kg, 5 kg of bacteria in your body. Okay. They are small. Even though number is big, they are small. That's why weight is small. If they are not there, we will not live it. Okay. All the function is done by the bacteria. So, are we giving any credit to them? Oh, bacteria. You should make a one day called Bacteria Day. Okay, there are so many days. Because that way we recognize, on whose strength we are living. Okay, acknowledging. Same way, every second we have to acknowledge presence of God. Everything working under. You understand? So that's why Lord has created, He has sent this Ekadashi daily, so special day. Imagine, it's like we have done so much sin, nonsense, this and that. There is no way. See, if you read Garuda Purana, if you do this hellish planet, okay, the 28 divisions of hellish planet. If you do this, you punish like this, punish like this, punish like this. Where is the end to it? All of us have to be suffer so much. So Lord is so kind on the day of Ekadasi. Just be, fasting and then thinking of name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama. You become free, you will not have to go through all that suffering or all the biggest nonsense one might have done. So how kind Lord is, how kind Ekadasi Devi, how kind Radharani is. Ekadasi Devi is another form of Radharani, very merciful, you know. Munindra Vrunda Vandite Triloka Shoka Harini. Triloka Shoka Harini. She is so merciful, so much. Triloka Shoka Harini. She will destroy all the three worlds suffering. Munindra Vrunda Vandite Triloka Shoka Harini. Prasanna Bhakta Pankade Kunja Bhuvi. Rajendra Bhanu Nandini. Rajendra Sumi. Kada Karishasi Amam Krupa Kataksha Bhajana. So she has come in the form of Ekadasi to, says, sometime a new king comes, then what happens? He will forgive all the people in the prison, right? He forgive them, go. Like that is trillion times more. Ekadasi Devi, the king will come, I think he is able to forgive our past, previous lives sin. He does not know, but Ekadasi does. No other vrata, And see, the king will forgive them. You think these people who send them away from the jail, they will not do sin again? They will commit robbery and anything? No guarantee is there, no. But Ekadasi that. Not only this life, okay, previous lives it will deteriorate, and will also let you not do any nonsense in your future also. But no comparison. No. So if Ekadasi is not there, no one will be saved. Okay. Understand? If Ekadasi Devi, Ekadasi is not there, there is no hope for us. There is no chance of bhakti. Understand? So that's why it is very, very essential. So that way, if we give this to others, Radharani will be very pleased, Ekadasi Devi will be very pleased, and they will get benefited. We have seen it, these things. Even a person who is not doing Ekadasi, if you offer, he will start doing it sooner or later. If he does not do Ekadasi in this life, guaranteed he will do next life. Okay, I have so many evidences for that. So, but this will not be entanglement, because it is not that I gave Ekadasi, next life he will come back and then she has to do offering Ekadasi to me. Not like that. It's a transcendental thing. Not a material deed. No, it will not count like that. With the intention of helping others, because this is a spiritual welfare. See, there's a difference between a material welfare and a spiritual welfare. Material welfare, then this give and take. Oh, I gave, then I have to come back. This is a spiritual welfare. What it will do is, it will enable him to become devotee. Brings him to bhakti. So that way he will not be get entangled. Because you are pushing him to for spiritual life. But if you are pushing towards material line, then there is a, you have to material calculation. So that way there is no entanglement. In one word, there is a spiritual entanglement. Okay, spiritual entanglement, which is good. Okay, which is good. Material entanglement is very bad. Okay, spiritual entanglement is very good. It's positive. We entangle that. So we don't have to worry about that. It's beneficial. Ekadasi is not material. Of course, it enables. It will destroy these, difficulties and all that. And also it gives you the spiritual thing. It is both beneficial. That's why there is nothing like Ekadasi. If you are always in difficulty, this and that, how we can think of Lord? You need some relief. Okay. So it gives you relief and also let you think of Lord. That's what. But if you do only relief, then what? Will again enjoy material things. So Ekadasi does not, not let you to. That's why Punya Swarupini Sarva Papa Vishnu Bhakti Uddipani. Vishnu Bhakti Uddipani. It will enable you. Vishnu Bhakti. So they will start making Ekadasi. So, and like in the other day, like I was telling afternoon, Ekadasi Devi and Nam Japa, they are not different from each other. Like a coin, head and tail. Can you separate head and tail anytime? If you separate, there is no value. You cut in two pieces, no value. Different. So you cannot separate. They have to go together. So same way the holy name and the Ekadasi go together. So one supporting the other. It wakes you up, brings you up. It's very powerful. So if the intention, our intention is that you should become a devotee. That's the best thing. Yeah. And it is possible only for the human form of life. That's why human form of life is very, 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 very rare. And also taking birth in this age of Kali, we have two things very positive, in our pocket. So you should consider yourself most blessed. So fortunate. So now you should make others also fortunate. How? Let them be aware of it. That's all. Aware of our situation, true situation. Reality. So then, if they are lucky, at least if you put a seed, maybe sometime we don't know when it is going to sprout. It will not go waste. So, and don't be attached. Oh, he or she did not become devotee like that. Don't worry. Okay. You put a seed, it's going to sprout some other time. You don't know when. It's going to explode, and gradually it will destroy all the attachment to this material world. And like that. So, any other question? Where do devotees who have taken refuge with a guru end up after their death? Do they immediately enter the service of Sriman Mahaprabhu? Or will they go to Vaikuntha Loka? Or do they take birth in Vaishnava family? What is the role of Guru in the disciple passes on to the next body? What happens if we cannot leave your body in the sacred dham? So, see, our Gurudev always said, um, if suppose if you cannot leave your body in a sacred dham, that is okay. But if you should live in the association of devotees, chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama Rama, or Gurudev is chanting going on, even in a box, chanting box, and you should be thinking uh, in your mind that you are in Navadvip or Vrindavan, like that. Or most is in the presence of Guru. So that is best. If you are not physically in Vrindavan, that is okay. Uh, Dham effect will be there. But if you are thinking that you are in a dham, then it's as good as in a dham. Right? So, because in the age of Kali, Ramayana, this gives you that evidence that age of Kali, what does it say? In this age of Kali, only glorification of the Lord. In the age of Kali, the Lord's Naam, glories of Naam is actually visible. Age of Kali, Manasika Punya undu, Manasika Papavinda. Manasika Punya, meaning in your mind, if you do something good, you get the same as good as you are living in it. If you sin, it is not counted. So if you have faith, it doesn't mean that we should keep on sinning in the mind. Okay, we should not do that. By chance, no. In other words, in previous time, in your mind, if you do something, you are accountable. In this age, Kali, give you some lenience, meaning you will not be accounted. But if you do good in the mind, you will give credit. So you can think that you are in the holy name, holy dham, then as good as the holy dham. So and then chanting. As soon as you chant, wherever you are chanting, all the dham is there. Wherever there is kirtan is going on, all the dham is present. So wherever there is Guru, all the tirthas are there. Vrindavan, Dham, Navadvip Dham, everything present in the presence of. So if you're thinking of Guru, then you are in Dham. You go to Dham and then you forget Guru, or your name, then it will not be. There will be some benefit, but it will not be that much. That way in Dham there are so many things also. It's like Reason is Ganga. There is so many fishes also in Ganga. Understand? But they do not get that benefit, immediate benefit. So, Yashya smarana matrena janma samsara bandhanati muchyate namastasmai Vishnuve prabhavi. Yes, remembering. Becomes free. So, after death, what will happen? If we have taken completely shelter of Guru and remembering him at the time of death, then where he will go? They will go to it's possible they will is again depending upon their position. They will definitely they will progress in bhakti. Okay, will progress in bhakti wherever they left. From there they will go on. Wherever you are at the bhakti. Okay, so this bhakti never get destroyed. So Lord and they will make arrangement, Lord, to increase, to continue wherever you are left. So it might end up in a very good Vaishnava family where you will have opportunity to continue. And we can see in our lives, some are very good devotees. They're like a born devotee, something like that, because of that. Huh? Yes. And some are born in Vrindavan, Navadvip, like that. So Prakat Dham, where Leela has happened, After that, again we take birth where Lord has actually appeared during same time. Like right now, Vrindavan, Krishna is not there. He's there all the time, but he's not Prakat, Aprakat, you know. But we take birth in this material world where Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is appearing. Huh? Then we associate with those devotees and then we go to the Dham, Golok Dham, Golok Vrindavan, Golok Vrindavan Dham, and then if you are in our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, followers of Rupa Goswami, will appear both places in Radha Krishna Leela and also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela, same time. Depends. Right? So, but anyway, you are already on the path. You are in a flight that is going towards Golok Vrindavan. So, what is the difference? Sooner or later, you are going to appear, approach there. It might stop here and there. Prakat Leela, like that. So, we should not worry, You have to chant, that's what Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur keeps telling. What does it say? we are not satkarmi. We are not here to do good work or bad work or jnani, knowledge seeking, or being in ajnani, not knowledge. No? We are nishkapat, without any duplicity, uh, assisting the kirtaniya devotees who are always kirtaniya sadari mantra mein dikshita. One who is taken diksha, kirtaniya sadari, always doing kirtan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare. That is what, yeah. So, in Golok Vrunda, like Navdeep Dham, it's also always kirtan, right? So, what is the difference whether you're doing here kirtan here or there? See, that's what this is also. So, don't worry about that. Wherever there is Harikatha is going on, that is the Tirtha. No? Then he says, without criticizing the nature of others, we have to change ourselves. We have to improve on ourselves. This is my instruction, he said. Because don't try to see others' uh, character, okay, nature. Because everybody has a different nature, and Krishna is going to take care of it. And Gurudev will take care of it. Who can take care of it? One who has no ulterior motive. One who is not working on this pratishta, prestige. I want it, for the complete 100% welfare, who is dedicated himself. Huh? Um, but without, that's why you see, we keep always telling, don't show your finger. If you show 3 times pointing towards us, and then the upper finger going up, by my arrangement, whatever you are given in the previous life, it is coming back to you. See, if you show, that's why don't show. Don't waste your time. So much energy goes away. Oh, there. So he says, put that energy in improving ourselves. If I see, we consider them a mirror. Wow. Grateful to them. Somebody criticizes, oh, you're like this, Thank you, madam, sir. You showed me something in me. I will work on it. You work on it, That's why Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati was saying, who is your good friend? Not the one who is always glorifying you, you're saying, yeah. One who is criticizing you or this and that is your best friend, like that. Because he is the one who's finding it out. Of course, that is ill motivated or positive motivated, it doesn't matter. Okay, we take it as a positive in a sense. If we have faith, oh, Krishna is speaking or Gurudev is speaking through them. If we have that mindset, oh, Gurudev is speaking through her, through him, through this incident, through that incident, what I'm learning. So you are so connected with the Guru or Krishna. That is what it is. So the connection we have to see. Linking, immediately. That's why if you forget this link, then you are doomed. Uh, so that is what he's saying. So you should not create the nature of others because everybody is different nature. Why? How much you can correct it. Because it's based on their previous life. Okay, they are like that. Can you change the dog's what do you call it? Tail, right? Tail or what? It's done. It's always. So can you go and make it straight up? Even if you do, what happens? If you leave it, is going back to like something like that. Let them worry. Don't even look at it. It is their past, and that's why they are it. You know, try to be in the present. Okay. See, I'm keep telling. It's like most of the time we are, oh, what will happen? What has happened? What has happened? Oh, bad thing has happened. Oh, I don't know what will happen. Future and past. Future and past. You are not in the present. You know, future and past is what we criticize others. If you are in present, you will not. Present is moving. You are connected. You cannot be connected in the past or future. You know, so you should be in the present. Krishna is in the present. Think of him, then you will not be affected by past. Krishna is always in the present. So that's the thing. Uh, of course, if you are thinking of Krishna whenever you think of Krishna, you are in present. Okay, whether it may be because past and future is not applicable to him. Eternal, nitya. So that way you will not be influenced by the past. By being present, he can influence, he can change your past and future. Past has happened, what has happened? Okay. What's the point in worrying that? But he can change it, by what you are going to do now. Because why Krishna can do impossible possible, is it not? So he can change the past. It may be recorded, he can change. Hey, he is good, what are not going to happen, you can also change it. So asambhava sambhava, impossible possible. That's why we should not criticize nature of others. We have to work on ours. Oh, I'm like this. I wish I could. What is the main biggest problem is, oh, I'm not thinking of Krishna all the time. See, you understand? Not thinking. I'm chanting all the time. I should be chanting more. So we should, so much space is there to increase our chanting, is it not? The way of chanting, increasing our quality, quantity, we should worry about that. That should be our discussion. If somebody is showing more, wow, I wish I could do that. Right? Gurudev is to chant. Vaman Maharaj is to chant, 3 lakhs. Andrus Prabhu is chanting all the time, 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs. When will I chant more and more? If you concentrate on that, increasing, that is positive, understand? So don't worry about others, they will be there is nature. We pray, we should not, even in our mind, we should never wish bad things for others. Always think doing good to others. See, that means what? You cannot, criticize others. Is it not? As Prahlad says, everyone should think of doing good to others, bringing auspiciousness to others. So, in that case, how we can criticize others? Is it not? Already everybody has a problem. Otherwise, how they will come to this world? Okay. No. We are in a jail, okay? Material world jail. So if you say, suppose a person goes to jail, you are so bad, that's why you are in jail. Okay, wait a minute, you are also in the jail. So it's like that, meaningless. You go to a hospital, you say, oh, you are a sick person. Wait a minute. You have also come to the hospital because you have some other sickness. So we criticize each other, so it will waste of time, waste of other. So we have to give that mentality of, that's why criticizing others. Work on, what? Let me chant more. Let me chant for others. Let me tell him or her more about Ekadashi chanting. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Like that, So, so this is the way to bring auspiciousness to others by what? Telling them about doing Ekadashi, tricking them to do Ekadashi. Okay. You can say, hey, you'll be so healthy, by doing this fasting. One day, once in 2 weeks, one day. Please try it and see yourself. Just be on fruit, okay? Like that, gradually, even a tiny bit, even a fraction of it, if they do Ekadasi, they will get benefit, okay? They will see physical benefit and mental, see, these two are not separated. Influence of mind is there on the body, and the body's mind is there on the mind. Body's influence on the mind, interrelated. But gradually they will get benefit of spiritual benefit also. The account, the spiritual account is negative or zero. Okay. You have to bring some credit in that account. We should not increase credit in the material bank. Understand? Okay. You may be billionaire in the material bank, but you are a bankrupt in the spiritual account. So we have not come to increase material bank account. We have come to increase the spiritual account. Okay. So that will not be binding, So Ekadasi does that, increases your spiritual account balance. Once you have got spiritual account, it will also enhance you materially also. God is so kind, there's just enough, bare minimum, because you have taken bhakti, Lord's, that he will protect your bhakti. That's why he will not give you up. Otherwise, he can give you so many things. Oh, okay. Then you will forget him. Devatas, it can be Devata, what happened? You think forget. So much enjoyment, this and that way. Or if you put it through so much suffering, where how you can think of? So some relief, both understand, So that's how when you, after doing this, you'll be born in a place, situation where there will be less suffering, more, spiritual, opportunity to grow, So like that we will do. So our time is up, and sorry for the delay. And Please forgive me. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Namo namah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Dandavat pranam to everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare.